Hey guys, it's me, Shadowmaniac2552, and welcome to my review for Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep for the PlayStation Portable. Now, this is probably it's not probably, it is the first Kingdom Hearts game on the PSP. However, I do not believe it's the first handheld Kingdom Hearts game. There was 358 over 2 days, and I believe the phone one that was never really released here in North America, and then there was this one called Recoded, which was, I think, released after Birth by Sleep, so it's probably the third handheld Kingdom Hearts game. But however, it is the first PSP Kingdom Hearts game, which, frankly, I thought that made more sense, seeing as how the Kingdom Hearts series has been made for the PlayStation, and being that it's a Sony, it's for Sony. It's like a Sony game, and I never really understood why they put it on Nintendo products as well. So I guess it makes more sense here, but I'm not talking really about that. I want to actually talk about the game. So yeah, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep is a prequel, and it's about 10 years prior to the original Kingdom Hearts. So Sora and Riku, while they're in the game, they're only brief characters, and they're really young. They're like 4 years old. But it is it's a setup story pretty much. The whole point of this is to set up for Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't know when that's going to be released, but I believe that the whole point of Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep is to set up for the third game. I know that the 3DS one's being released soon. What is it? Dream Drop Distance. However, I won't be able to play that, seeing as I don't own a 3DS. I only own a regular DS. So, but anyway, the story is back to the story. The story is great, and since it takes place 10 years prior, there's a lot of things that we don't know about it, and it really answers some big questions surrounding the universe of Kingdom Hearts. We got 3 new protagonists. All 3 of them are playable. They're all Keyblade wielders. We've got Terra, Ventus, and Aqua, and then you see Mickey Mouse, who also plays a big part of the story that develops. Basically, it's just, there's really not much I could say without completely ruining it for you. But there's new elements in it that I can go into without actually going into the story, so I'll leave the story for now and go straight to the gameplay stuff that it's got. It plays better than Kingdom Hearts 2, I think. I think this game's much better than Kingdom Hearts 2 in gameplay and fun in general. I still think Kingdom Hearts 1 is the best Kingdom Hearts game. However, this one is, for a handheld, the controls are so good that when I first saw this announced for the PSP, I was skeptical because I knew, because the PSP has some very limited controllability, and I thought that I didn't know how that would play into a Kingdom Hearts game, but Square Enix has done a really good job of incorporating the controls into a handheld game. But anyway, you play as 3 characters. All 3 of them are different. Terra relies on like brute strength, and he's slow. Ventus, or Ven for short, relies on speed and agileness, and Aqua is the magic user. So, as you play as each of the 3 characters, it's pretty much, it's like it's a different experience playing through each of the characters, and their stories. You play individual stories in this game, and they like coincide with one another. So you never really feel like too much repetitiveness, even though you visit the same worlds over and over and over again. Which brings me to the worlds. Actually, there's some really good worlds in this game. A lot of them have returned, I believe. Yen Sid's Mysterious Tower returns, but it's separate from the Twilight Town this time. It's its own world in this game. Radiant Garden returns. Radiant Garden returns. Olympus Coliseum returns. And I think that's about it. I really don't count Neverland as a returning world, seeing as how you in the first game you were on a ship that was near Neverland, and in this game you're actually on Neverland. So I guess it's the same world. It's just I don't count it as the same. It's still a new experience and stuff. But there are some really good new worlds too. We got Cinderella's world, which is the Castle of Dreams. We got the Snow White world, which is Dwarf Woodlands, and we've got oh wow, the Enchanted Dominion, where Aurora, the Sleeping Beauty, resides. So yeah, and we also get to see like very this just reminded me of something, but we actually in the story we get to see the origins of some very important characters that you understand how they came to be in the actual universe of the main series games. Despite being probably the best game, second best game in the series, I think, I still think this is not a main series game. Some people do for some reason, but it's not a main series game. I don't believe so. But yeah, as I was saying, the gameplay is great. Is just what you'd expect from Kingdom Hearts, and I really don't want to talk too much about the story because then I feel like, as a gamer, I feel like not only am I depriving you of the actual experience if you haven't played it, I'm just depriving you of the actual like, oh, cool, when you play the game, that those reactions you'll have to certain things in the story because you relate to the other games. I don't want to ruin those for you guys, so yeah. So I'm not talking too much about the story. I'm pretty much done with the story. Gameplay is pretty standard. It's the same as the its predecessors. It's a bit more refined. I think it's better, and I think that they should continue using this trend even on the console games if they make any more. Kingdom Hearts 3, Kingdom Hearts 3. But yeah, all in all, it's really good. The characters are amazing, and I find myself relating to each and every one of them in some way. I still think Terra's my favorite character because he's got a very intriguing storyline, and I love story. I play games for two reasons: to have fun slash entertain, to be entertained, and because I want to know the story. Because I love books, I love reading, I love stories, and when I see those in movies and games, it's awesome. And I like, if I was watching this game, not playing it, like I was watching my brother play it, I'd still have fun because I love storylines, especially Kingdom Hearts storyline is very intriguing, just like the Final Fantasy storylines. Though I do think the Final Fantasy storylines are very confusing sometimes, and even Kingdom Hearts is very confusing, but you it's easier to understand, at least for me. But anyway, yeah, as I was saying, story's great, gameplay is great, characters are great. The soundtrack is one of the best soundtracks composed by Square Enix. I love the soundtrack, and I love some of the new musics that they've put into the game. Uh, the pacing is good. There are some moments where it's not. There's a world called Disney Town where it's just a little break from the game. You're like doing more of a mini game, just to give you a little break from the actual hack and slash stuff. So it's got really good variety, gripping storyline. At the end, it will you will be asking some questions at the end. It doesn't really, you know, explain a lot of things. I, for one, after playing this game, I felt like I can't wait for Kingdom Hearts 3. Because after playing this game and knowing the actual storyline of how the events of Kingdom Hearts came to be and the Kingdom Hearts 2, the main series games came to be by playing this game, I just really want to know what happens next. And I know I won't, because freaking Square Enix hasn't even started developing Kingdom Hearts 3, to my knowledge. And I don't think they will for a while, so I'm actually kind of pissed off about that. But anyway, yeah, soundtrack's great, characters are great, gameplay's great, Story is great. What else have I missed? I don't think I've missed anything else. Kingdom Hearts is just a great game. You should go have. If you have a PSP, you need to buy this game. You need to play it. If you love Kingdom Hearts, you need to play this game. Hell, if you don't have a PSP and you love Kingdom Hearts, you need to go out and buy a PSP and freaking buy this game. I don't care. This game is worth it. It's worth it. And if you can't, if you're like me, and you can't buy like that sort of stuff because of financial reasons, and I understand because I know that the games I get, my parents usually buy for me for my birthday, so I only get like one a year. But anyway, but I know that. So if you at least cannot play it, I suggest like watching it on YouTube because a lot of things. I believe that if you play Kingdom Hearts 3 without knowing the events in this game, you're gonna be very confused. So if you're gonna play Kingdom Hearts 3, then I suggest you at least watch someone play this game on YouTube or something. There's really good Let's Plays out there and walkthroughs too. So. And yeah, this game's great. This game is great. This game is great. This game is great. This game is great. I don't know how many times I could say that. I think I give this game about a 9, maybe a 9.1. It's not exactly a 9. I think it's a little bit better than a 9. I think it deserves more than a 9, but I don't want to give it too much. So I'm just gonna give it a 9.1, and I think that's a good rating. It's a good rating. I'm not even gonna go further. Okay, stay tuned for my next review, guys. I'm sorry this review might not be as good as my previous ones. I don't really know. I just haven't done reviews in a good few months, and I'm out of practice. So if this felt kind of different to you, you should message me, and I might try to fix that. But whatever. Anyway, stay tuned for my next reviews. This is ShadowManiac2552 saying goodbye.